The Hancock City Council recently had a debate about its police department funding. Local 3's Brianna McLean has more from the studio. Brianna?
At last week's regular meeting, the Hancock City Council prepared to sit down and discuss the city budget for the upcoming fiscal year. A few community members brought up the idea to the council of the Defund the Police movement. Defund the Police means reallocating funding away from the police department to other government agencies funded by the local municipality. Due to the new fiscal year approaching on July 1st, the majority of the council decided to pass the full budget of the police department.
Now that budget can be amended throughout the entire fiscal year, and that's something that the council will be doing, and perhaps the police budget, I think, is one of the things we're going to be looking at for sure during the next fiscal year. But making a change without actually fully understanding all the ramifications and all the components of it didn't feel right last week with very short notice.
The proposed budget for the upcoming fiscal year for the Hancock Police Department is $858,000. The majority of those funds goes towards staff wages, salaries, and benefits. Heisler says this leaves little room to make major cuts.
If you really want to talk about how you can make a financial impact, you got to talk about reducing the total salary cost. And that really, to me, means reducing the number of hours and reducing the number of overtime hours. And that's a conversation I think that would be good to have. And importantly, that's a conversation that needs to involve the police chief, because as kind of the legislative body of the community, what we can't do is just say, we're going to cut you by X amount of dollars. We really need to sit down and say, how can you efficiently run your department if we were to reduce your budget by this amount? And, and can it be done within the context of the current collective bargained agreements, et cetera, et cetera.
Heisler expects a deeper dive into the police budget going into the fall. Local 3 reached out to Hancock Police Chief Wayne Butler. However, he was not available for comment. You can visit our website, upmatters.com, to read more of the conversation with John Heisler. Reporting in the studio, Brianna McLean, Local 3 News.